Hello everybody, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Shane.
And I'm Nina. So right now we're going to part 3 of the green door.
Right.
And we were talking about Rudolph, who often lets fate guide him. So we talked about what fate is. It's like destiny. You think that you don't make the choices, it just happens, right?
Like the future is already planned for you.
Yes. So do you believe in fate?
I don't really believe in fate.
Oh, really?
I think that we can control what our future is going to be by what we do right now. I think that if you really, really believe in fate, then you feel like I don't need to really do anything because it's already planned for me.
Maybe, but maybe that is part of fate. Like you having that way of thinking is part of your destiny.
Maybe, because some people will ask me, do you think it was fate that you met your wife?
Yeah.
Like, was it already planned from the time I was a baby that I was going to meet my wife? I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think that I made a lot of choices and it's just like, it just happened.
Yeah, maybe. Or those choices were already planned for you. You never know.
Maybe God had a plan or something like that.
So it's one of those debates, you know, people talk about, oh, do you believe in fate? Do you think that you made the choices? We don't really know, but
we do know Rudolph, right?
Yes.
He believes in fate, so he's met this girl and now he's helping her. And I think that's because he believes that it's his destiny to meet her. So now he feels, I should do something. I need to help her. This is what God wants or the universe wants.
Yeah, otherwise, who knew what would have happened to that girl if he didn't meet her? Maybe she would have starved to death,
Well,
right?
we don't know what's going to happen in the story, so let's find out.
All right.
Rudolph and the woman had supper together. They talked, and she shared how she got into that weak state. After the meal, she felt sleepy, so Rudolph got up to go. The woman gave Rudolph a worried look, so he said he'd be back, and she smiled.
All right, welcome. So the green door.
Part 3.
Yes.
All right, so far, basically, Rudolph has gone into a building where he met a ghost woman.
A pale but pretty woman.
A pretty ghost woman.
Who hasn't had anything to eat for 3 days.
Right.
So he decided to go out and get her some food, right?
What a nice guy.
Very nice.
Because it's his destiny.
Or maybe she's just pretty.
Maybe he wants to be her boyfriend.
I guess
Okay,
we'll
let's
find
find out what happens.
out.
Rudolph and the woman had supper together.
Supper. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard of this word before, but it's kind of like dinner. It's an evening meal, so you eat it at night, but it's typically a lighter meal or an informal one that you have at home.
You need to help me because you have more of a UK background and I'm from North America. We never use this word supper. We think it just means dinner in the UK. But is it different? Do you have dinner in the UK? And
Yes.
So supper is first and then dinner?
No. I mean, you can use it interchangeably, so you can use either one. But supper is usually used when the meal is smaller or lighter, or, you know, if you're just eating it at home. Like you don't have supper in a restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's usually more informal. So you can have dinner at a restaurant and a small meal, so a supper at home.
Now you know, and I know too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they talked and she shared how she got into that weak state. So how did she get into that weak state?
So the weak state, we know that she passed out, right?
Yeah, so she didn't eat for many days, she was pale,
Right.
and she just fainted, she passed out.
Yeah, so that means that the state she was in an unhealthy state.
Yes.
Right? So state just means like a condition.
Yes.
The way that you are. So like right now, what kind of state am I in?
A happy state.
Yeah, how about now?
An angry state.
How about now?
A sad state.
You're good at this game.
Okay.
Or I'm a good actor.
Okay.
So a state just means like the condition that somebody or something is in.
Yes.
Okay? So after the meal, she felt sleepy. So Rudolph got up to go.
Ah, okay. So she felt sleepy. So when you're sleepy, it basically just means that you're ready to sleep or you want to sleep. So
You're tired?
I'm sleepy.
Yeah, so it's like tired, but not just tired. Like if you run, you could say, oh, I'm really tired because I ran. But if you're sleepy, that means you want to sleep.
Exactly.
But usually they're connected. If you are sleepy, you're also tired.
Yeah,
right?
That's true.
Okay. So wait, so far he's cooked her dinner, do you think? So he brought food, so I'm
Maybe
thinking,
he bought food that's already made. Maybe he bought groceries. We don't know, but he prepared the food for her, right? He got the food for her.
Okay, and now she's sleepy, so he's not going to stay there. He's going to go.
Yes, he's ready to leave.
All right, so the woman gave Rudolph a worried look. All right, so he's going to go. Yeah, so she's a little bit sad
Don't
or
leave.
worried.
Don't leave.
Okay, so that's what we think is probably she's afraid that no one's going to take care of her.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be
Or
alone.
nobody's going to feed her anymore. So he knows that. So he says, so he said he'd be back. And she smiled.
Yay.
Well, Rudolph really is kind of a hero, isn't he?
Yeah, he's being so nice to this strange woman.
I don't know if I would be so nice because now he has to come back. Like, it's one thing to help her when she fainted and then he gets food and now he has to come back the next day. When is this going to end?
Well, maybe she's really, really pretty.
That's right, she is a pretty ghost.
Yeah, girl.
A girl. So I'm curious what would happen if this was like an ugly, pale man.
Oh, that's a
Man
good
ghost.
question. Do you think he'd still be that helpful and nice?
I don't know. I think that maybe it is the pretty part that's making him want to stay.
Or maybe he's just a nice person, not like you, Shane.
Oh, wait. I don't care if she's pretty or ugly. I would have ran away because I think she's a ghost.
Okay, all right.
So she's not behind me, right? Let's just take a break. I'm not going to look. Let's take a break.
All right, let's find out more later.
In the hall, Rudolph paused and looked around. He was surprised to see every door was green. Later, Rudolph asked the black man about the card. He pointed down the street. There was a sign for a new play, The Green Door.
Okay, so Rudolph said he will be back because she was worried that maybe he'll never be back and she's not going to have anybody to give her free food.
Or she just wants someone to take care of her because she's very sick.
Okay.
Okay, so continuing with the story. In the hall, Rudolph paused and looked around. So looking around, okay.
Right.
He was surprised to see every door was green.
Okay, so he paused. So to pause means to stop for a little while, right? And that means that you're going to continue again afterwards.
So you can pause a movie, for example, and
so
play it.
Right, if you're watching a movie, you could stop the movie, which means it won't play anymore. If you pause it, it's just going to stop it for a moment and then you can continue playing it, right? So I'm going to pause right now. Now your turn to read.
Okay, thank you. Look around is to go through a place in order to see what is there.
Okay.
So he was looking around. Okay, so it's like, let me see. Oh, everywhere is green. All the doors are green.
So, so this door that this this pale woman was in, this was a green door.
Yes.
But now, in fact, every door was green.
Yeah, so interesting. He could have, I think this story is trying to tell us that he could have gone into any green door, but he ended up in this door where this woman actually needed some help. So maybe it was fate after all.
Okay, let's continue reading. Later, Rudolph asked the black man about the card. Okay, so now he's left the building.
Yes.
And he sees the black man downstairs again, and he says, hey, what about this card? Then the black man, he pointed down the street. There was a sign for a new play, The Green Door.
Interesting.
Wait a second. Okay.
So, The Green Door was actually the name of a play. Yet he was confused by something else, and he went into the dentist's office and looked for a green door, even though it may not have been related.
And in this building, actually, all the doors were green, but in fact, that card was talking. It was like an advertisement for a play, and you see down the street there's a sign. So a sign is just like a board or something that has something written on it.
Yes.
Usually, for example, if you're going down the street and you see an advertisement, maybe for McDonald's or something, we will say that that's a sign, right? You see the sign on the street or something like that. So here, that's the name of a play.
Yeah, interesting.
What's a play?
Okay, so
play is not a verb here. This is a noun.
Yeah, it's a noun. So a play is a piece of writing that is intended to be performed. So for example, in theater.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to watch a play at the theater with my friends.
Oh, so usually when we think of a play, it's like it's not something that's on television or something. It's something that we will go see in person in real life, and the actors will act on a stage or something like that, right?
Yeah, so it's a story written for people to act out.
Okay, so now we know the green door was not really talking about, on the card, it's not really talking about
a green
door. It's talking about the name of a play. Maybe in the play, they're also talking about green doors.
Or maybe the building he went into was actually a play, and he was acting along with a girl.
Or maybe
and he didn't know. She was acting.
Maybe she was an actor.
And maybe there were people watching, but he didn't know.
Well, there's some movies like that where you don't know that you are inside of a movie and everything is being filmed and you think it's real life.
Yeah.
But in fact, everybody that you're meeting is an actor.
Yeah, but then it makes it so realistic, doesn't it?
Ooh, well, that would be pretty interesting. Well,
that would be.
What do you guys think? What do you think is the meaning of this story?
Yeah, do you think it's just talking about fate? Do you think that there's more meaning behind it? What do you think?
Okay, let us know, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Rudolph and the woman had supper together. They talked, and she shared how she got into that weak state. After the meal, she felt sleepy, so Rudolph got up to go. The woman gave Rudolph a worried look, so he said he'd be back, and she smiled. In the hall, Rudolph paused and looked around. He was surprised to see every door was green. Later, Rudolph asked the black man about the card. He pointed down the street. There was a sign for a new play, The Green Door.
Hello, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这一课的重点单字。第一个 supper 名词晚餐。I'm going to have some dumplings for supper. 我打算晚餐吃一些水饺。第二个单字 state 就是名词状态情况。After the accident, Lisa was in a state of shock. 事故之后 ，Lisa 惊魂未定了。第三个单字 sleepy 形容词困的想睡的。I feel a bit sleepy. Can I take a nap? 我有点困了，我可以小睡一下吗？最后一个单字 pause 这是一个动词停顿暂停。I need to use the bathroom. Can you pause the movie there, please? 我要上厕所，可以请你暂停一下电影吗？接着我们来看一下重点文法。第一个 ，somebody gets into something， 某人陷入了，处于了某一种状况。这个片语的受词常用比较负面的字，比如说 weak state 或者是 trouble、fight 等等的字。我们来看看下面这个例句 ：Mandy got into trouble for speeding。Mandy 因为超速而惹上了麻烦。下一个文法 look around， 左顾右盼，环顾四周。我们来看看这个句子 I looked around and there was no car in the street。 我环顾四周，街上一台车也没有。最后一个文法 somebody is surprised to 加动词，某人对于某一件事情感到非常的惊讶。Surprised 是形容词，表示感到讶异的。我们来看看这个句子 Chris was surprised to see me again. Chris 再一次见到我的时候，觉得很惊讶。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hello, I'm Matt.
Hey, I'm Ian.
Today we're playing Guess the Bear. We each have 3 cards with words or phrases and example sentences where those words or phrases are replaced by the word bear. We'll each have 1 minute to see if we can guess all 3 words or phrases. Okay.
All right, you want to guess first?
Okay.
I'll guess. Okay, let's put a minute on the clock and go. Verb, 1 word. He bared for a moment to get his bearings. Bear that video game and come to dinner.
Pause.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, phrase, 2 words. She bared Bear big trouble for talking back. My new puppy bared Bear the trash can. It's a bit weird.
Bear the trash can. Got into?
Yeah,
Oh,
look
okay.
at that. That's amazing. I don't know if you cheated and looked at my cards. Okay, adjective, 1 word. I feel so bare after eating a big meal. She was so bare she couldn't keep her eyes open, which is me right now.
Oh. Just talked about that. Tired? Sleepy?
Yeah, sleepy. You got it. Ooh, nice. I gave you an extra
You
clue,
gave me a
though.
hint there on the last one.
Yeah, you probably would have gotten that.
I think so, yeah.
She
It was either
couldn't keep her
tired,
eyes open.
Sleepy, exhausted,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, your first one is, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. First one is a noun.
Okay.
The president gave his Bear of the Union address. He was in a bad bear before he got to the hospital.
State.
Yes. The next one is a noun. Bear tonight will be steak and potatoes. He cooked a large bear for his whole family.
Dinner.
Different word.
Supper.
Yes. Next one is a 2-word phrase. We bared Bear the art museum for a while. I don't want to buy anything. I just want to bear.
We toured the art museum.
There's 2 words. So
Yeah.
we bared Bear the art museum for a while.
We toured around. We walked around.
The second word's correct.
Okay, we
I
looked
don't-
around.
yes.
Oh, we looked around?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Looked around. We
And what was
looked around the art museum for a while, and I don't want to buy anything. I just want to look around.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
It was. Yeah, you were right there. That's why.
I just want to look around. Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one with the got into. It was just because it got into trouble made sense.
Yeah, but then like got into the
Got
trash
into the
can.
trash,
I would
yeah.
say like my new puppy climbed into the trash can, not like got
Yeah.
into.
Well, I think I had to think more about the.
Or maybe
Trouble.
say like a raccoon got into the trash can.
Yeah, or some stray dogs.
Yeah.
See you next time.